Welcome to Decoding Devy. This is episode 13, and I am Brandon. I'm with IDP Guys, and you can find me on Twitter at HayeB3. And make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also think about subscribing to the website as we are coming out with our initial rookie rankings, and we're going to have some rookie profiles up there before the magazine comes out. So today I decided to do, or this week we're going to do a short breakdown on Jahan Dotson. First of all, there's not much college content right now, so we're just breaking down all the rookies. Jahan Dotson, before I started doing my film review on him, the past couple months, I wasn't too high on him, but since I've been doing that, I really like his game, and I actually have him as wide receiver 5 right now. I know I'm higher than other people, but I actually have him above Drake London, which I'm sure I will do a breakdown on him before the rookie draft. I just like the players that are quick, elusive, yards after the catch, great route runners, can get the separation, because that seems what the NFL is really doing. Players that play outside and inside. And I think Dotson is one of those players that can do that. So in 2018, he was the 192nd overall player, 36th wide receiver, and he picked Penn State over the likes of Alabama, Auburn, and Clemson. 2018, I didn't put on here because he had very little production. 2019, got on the field, a little under 500 yards, 5 touchdowns. In the shortened 2020 COVID season, he started to really come out with over 50 catches, almost 900 yards, and 8 touchdowns. And then this year, he really broke out, even with uneven quarterback play with Sean Clifford. And, when Clifford was out, some even worse quarterback play. He had 91 receptions, over 1,100 yards, and 12 touchdowns. He, dominated their offense. They couldn't really run the ball, so they depended on him quite a bit. So let's go ahead and take a look at the film and some of the things that I really think he does well. Great hands, good route runner, suddenness, in and out of routes, consistency, getting separation. And we'll see all of that in here. We have one clip where he, from 2020 against Ohio State, and then 2021, I looked at the Michigan State, Ohio State, and then his best game, the Maryland game. I think what's interesting or very good for him is in both years, 2020, 2021, he had very good games against Ohio State. And I know their defense struggled a little bit this year, but their secondary was very good, and he still had a very good game and showed a lot of his ability. So let's remove that, and then we will. Okay. So let's do this. Okay, that's better. All right. So this first cut is going to be back from 2020. Actually, let me remove this top part because it is getting in the way. There we go. So this first play, he's going to be up at the top right here, and he's just going to do a nice out route. And let's just play it right here. He threatens the defender up like he's going to go deep down the field. So as you see, and then he has the quick stop and then comes to the out, gives the quarterback plenty of room. It's on target. He makes a nice catch, gets out of bounds for about 12 yards. So, that just shows his quickness in and out of breaks. In this one, he's going to go down the middle in between the corner and the safety. He's up on the top. And then he's going to go threaten straight up the field in the cut in on a slant. And The corner's giving a little bit of cushion, so as long as Clifford can get it in front of him, he should be able to get it. So he has the speed in the hands, and as you can see, he catches it. Make sure to complete the catch before he's going to get hit by the defender. The two defenders come in, and he's able to make the play right there. So this next play is very nice. This is against Shaun Wade, who was drafted last year by the Ravens. So he's going to come up here. It's bump and run coverage on the left side, one-on-one. So he's coming up. He fights through some of the physicality. It looks like Wade is tucking at his jersey too. He comes off. The ball is coming out. Wade actually makes a great play on the ball, and he's able to still tip it up to himself and catch it with one hand. So I'll play it again. Wade actually has really good coverage, kind of knots it up. But Dotson still has good hands and good coordination and good concentration, and pins the ball up against his head. So this really shows it. See, Shaun Wade is very close in coverage, kind of knocks it loose, but Dotson's able to make the play still with that one hand. So even against good coverage, he's able to make the play. So this is another play in this game in 2020, another bump and run against Shaun Wade. And, there's not much. It's kind of underthrown, kind of supposed to be a back shoulder, I believe, but it's kind of thrown a little poorly. But he catches it with one hand. A little bit of a push off, but a great play by him to make that catch. So let's actually go back to that play real quick. He's very good, even though lack of height to really high point the ball. So as you can see, a little push with the left hand, full extension with that one hand. The gloves help, but still makes the catch and scores the touchdown against here. I know last year that was really put Dotson really more on the radar. Those two big plays against Ohio State, and actually the third is going to be right here. He's up at the top. He's going to run a slant and be able to get free of Wade again. It makes a nice catch and avoids the safety and is able to score a touchdown right here. So what you're going to see is he's very good in getting off the line. He gets a separation right off the line. And with Dotson, once he gets that separation, with his speed, he really can make the plays. Nice catch. Wasn't the best thrown ball and still makes that play. The next set of highlights is against Michigan State. This was in the snow, the last game of the year, but he still had an excellent game right here. This play, he's going to have a tough sideline catch. So let's roll it. He's going to be on the top of the screen. Clifford throws it. There's a defender right there, but he's able to make the catch and continue for about 5 or 7 more yards. As you'll see it here, you see he fakes like he's going to go upfield, and then quickly cuts outside. It's the ball's kind of late. The defender cuts, but he's able to snag it, catch it, and then stay in bounds and has the balance to get 5 or 7 extra yards. This is another great play. He's up at the top here and beats the defender. It looks like zone right there, and then is able to make the catch and score the touchdown. As you'll see here, the ball's in the air, and once it comes in, see he has to stretch out for the pass. He's able to use balance, stay on one foot, stay balanced enough to stay in bounds to get the touchdown. Shows great balance right there. So next play is going to be where he comes across the middle again. There's going to be a replay of this for the touchdown. He's going to be the second receiver from the top, and he's going to come up on the defender. As you see, it's hard to see in the snow, but makes a little move on the defender that causes a little hesitation for the defensive back, and then he's able to just blow by him. Easy window, makes the catch right there for the touchdown against Michigan State. This is going to be another a little short pass. A lot of what Dotson did was he caught short passes and was able to get the yards after the catch. So this is about a 5-yard pass. You see he has tons of room. Goes straight up the field, makes a guy miss, pushes his own guy, and then gets an extra 2 or 3 yards. So I think that's something that the NFL is going to definitely like, his route running, his quickness, and the ability to just get the ball in his hands and let him kind of just run with it. I think some of the things Penn State did, very similar to the way that the Steelers used Deontay Johnson, just getting him the ball quick and letting him use his yards after the catch. And since he's a quick player, just trying to get him the ball in his hands, but he can also go down the field. Not saying he is Deontay Johnson, but just saying they use them similarly, I believe. So in this next play, he just runs to the middle, in between a couple of defenders. Michigan State's defense was not good, so he should have been able to do well against them. Catches it, and you see he gets about 5-8 yards and just tripped up by the shoelaces. Another pass right here over the middle, and just a nice catch. He uses his hands very well. He snags the ball, as you can see right here, and gets extra like 5 to 7 yards. So this is going to be the Ohio State game from this year. They really held him down in the first half, but in the second half, he was able to get over 100 yards. So this is going to be a short, or this is going to be over the middle, a lot of this catch. And you see he beat the defender, got over, was able to get a couple extra yards and get down so he doesn't take on those big hits. This is actually going to be a play where he's in the shotgun at the goal line. There's going to be a fullback next to him. He's going to take the direct snap. And I think Ohio State actually plays this very well. Wildcat, he's just going to run to the outside. But they're out there, but just his speed and his moves, he's able to get the end zone. You see he outruns the defender there. So linebacker here, which you would think is the angle, he's able to outrun him. Then there's the defensive back here on the corner of the goal line, but he shows his athleticism, diving and getting the ball over the pylon right there. I don't think he can consistently, because of his size, do runs like that, but I think he can definitely be used in that sense on an offense a couple times a game near the goal line. Some of those pop passes, something like that, just to get him on the move and utilize his speed. So this next one, he's going to come across the middle and just get into the zone. Nice little catch. Makes a move and, gets a couple extra yards. There are some times you wish he could totally make the guy miss so he could get extra yards, but I do think at the next level, he can continue to work on just breaking these tackles and get even longer gains than he does at Penn State. So here's another play where it's just a little throw to the outside. You see it's blocked well. He goes straight up the field, doesn't try to, get too fancy, and just gets about 10, 12 yards. So you can see that if they play off of him because of his speed, he can quickly throw the ball out there and he can get you a first down right there. So this one, let's see. So he's going to come across the middle. It's a high pass, as you can see. He has to kind of overextend. Luckily, this is late in the game. The game's in hand, and the defense is playing zone. But he's very good on the full extension and making the catch with his hands, and knows he's going to take a big hit here. And this was his best game of the season against Maryland. He had over 200 yards and a couple touchdowns against them. So it's going to be something across the middle. I think there's a replay after this. He catches the touchdown. We'll see the move up here. He's going straight. He acts like he's going to do a slant or a post. So he's coming up on the defender, acts out the slant or post. The defender commits to the inside. And then once the defender commits, he just uses his speed to go right past him. So it looks like it's a slant and go or a sluggo. And then he makes the easy catch, even though the ball was behind him. All right, this next one is just going to be a short cross. He's up at the top of the field. He's just going to come across, but he's just so smooth, and he shows that speed. As you can see, the defender is about 7 to 8 yards off. So if they're not bumping him right here, just coming across the field, it's going to be easy. Penn State does some good routes to kind of get him open, wide open, gets the ball. You see, he has about 8 yards of separation, just takes it up the field and gets a nice, 8-10 yards after that. So here's another play where a touchdown where he cuts to the inside. The defender is actually closer this time, but he just hesitates to act like he might go up the field or to the outside. And then once the defender gets turned around, he cuts to the inside, a little high, makes a nice catch, full extension. One of the things he does great is just his moves and his quickness just confuses defenders on trying to guess where he's going to go. And once they make one false step, he has the speed to really burn them. So this is going to be a hesitation move. He's on the outside right here. And for these defenders in the middle, he's going to hesitate like he might come across the middle and then just totally explode and show that burst. So let's I believe we have another screen. So he catches it about the 40. There's a couple guys that you think might have the angle, but he's just too fast and gets a block, and they're just not going to catch him. So a long touchdown here against Maryland. So you're going to see it here. He comes in. They're playing a little bit of a zone, it looks like. The defender's in the middle right here. So he's going to hesitate in that area, so the defender kind of thinks he's going to come in the middle and relaxes a little bit, and then he just has that burst to go by. You see right there? So the defender's kind of looking at the quarterback, thinking he's going to be here. The other defender on the left side is kind of flat-footed, and then he just totally runs past, and they're just not going to be able to catch him once he does that. And this last one is just a slant, yards after the catch. He's out here on the bottom. He's just going to cut in. See, they give him, 10 yards of cushion because of, his just speed. So he quickly comes across. A little bit of a rub as the wide receiver runs a route on the other defender to kind of get in the way. Catches it across. The defender gets closer but is not able to get there because of Dotson's speed, and he's able to cut across, get, 15, 20 yards down the field. Great play by him. So that was kind of that's the breakdown for that. So a lot of people are disappointed with Dotson not going to the Senior Bowl, kind of backed out last minute. But there's been rumors that it was because he didn't want to get the height measured. So height will be another big thing, and possibly he could get the Rondale Moore treatment with, not measuring, height-wise. But he's much more versatile route running than Rondale Moore. He does a lot more different routes. He's able to go deep down the field. So like I said, I like him quite a bit. He is my 5th ranked wide receiver right now. There's a lot of mocks that have him late in the first round, which, great draft capital. So I think you could possibly still get him in the top of your second round of a rookie draft, depending on where he exactly where he goes and the other wide receivers and running backs and how the quarterbacks kind of are drafted. But I think late first, early second. And I think he could play pretty quickly. He can play in the slot, can play outside, but I think they're going to put him in the slot a lot in the NFL. But we've seen slot receivers like, Hunter Renfrow and Cooper Kupp and different receivers have very, very good years. So I'm very high on Jahan Dotson. And so I have him, up there, but it'll be interesting how he measures at the combine. I think that, as I said, the Senior Bowl he would really shine because of his excellent route running, be able to beat defenders off the line, in those, just quick routes, just showing his technique and his quick footwork. But hopefully he can do some of those things at his pro day and at the combine. So, this was a shorter episode of Decoding Devy. Just wanted to highlight Jahan Dotson. So make sure to check us out on YouTube. Please like and comment. And you can either comment on the YouTube video or find me on Twitter at Haye3 and just let me know who is someone else you would like to see a breakdown. And then we'll make sure to get that done before the draft. So thank you guys for watching.